Hello, can you hear
Hello,
me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. So right now I'm just working on letting other people join the class. So it'll
Okay,
be a couple of minutes and then we'll start.
okay, I will wait for it.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Just trying to see how these new bourbon classes work.
Yeah, we're all working on the new the new way of doing it. So right now people are joining the class and in a couple of minutes we'll start. So thank you for your patience as people join.
Okay, it's okay. It is just 5 a.m. at my country.
And my
What
country
kind?
is 9 p.m. It's 9 a.m.
Okay. I'm in France, so it's noon for me.
Wow,
Okay.
France. That's good. Vous parlez français?
Ouais, je parle aussi français.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm learning French, but I have to stop it for my job. But I used to use this method, Michel Thomas.
Oh, interesting. I
Yeah,
have not heard of that. That's cool.
it's even better than Pinsler.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have someone new, um, which is good. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, great. So I think we'll wait for a couple more people to join, and then we'll start the class.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm wondering how can I chat on Google Plus? I don't see the chat box.
You don't see the chat box on the side?
Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Is is the video of me taking up your entire screen, or is
Yes.
it okay? Because there's probably a way to reduce the size of the video. So if you can make the chat screen smaller, you should see the
Oh,
box
I
on the
see.
side. Does that help? Okay.
Yeah, it's working now. Thank you.
So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people online so far. I think we'll wait for one more, and then we'll start, and people can trickle in as they would like. Okay.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Good. Okay, looks good. Okay. So welcome everyone. We're going to get started, and as more people log on, more people will join. So for now, we're going to start class. Something that's important for you to know is that this Google Hangouts screen, the person who's speaking the loudest, who's speaking the most loudly, it puts their image on the screen. So it's important for you to reduce noise in your area. So try to be somewhere quiet, because if it's loud where you are, the screen will show you. The screen will show you instead of whoever is speaking. So try to make sure that your environment, the room around you, is quiet if you can. Okay?
Got it.
Okay. Great. So my name is Libby. I am a teacher here with Verbling, and I am living in France at the moment, but I am originally from the United States. I lived in the United States I was born there and I lived there for 22 years, and now I'm living in France. So I'm very excited to work with all of you. And I was wondering if each of you could say your name and what country you're from or what country you are in right now. And that way we can all introduce ourselves and get to know each other. So I'm having trouble seeing names at the bottom. Ruhan, can you start and introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Juan, like in Spanish, Juan with J. I'm from Brazil, and I began to use Verbling. I think 3 weeks ago, and I want to learn in English and Spanish. I know
Great.
Portuguese.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Obrigado.
Okay. Someone else go next, and it will automatically show you on the screen. So whoever would like to introduce themselves can say their name.
Okay.
Yeah, may I? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, well, my name is Miguel. I'm from Salvador. And I've been here on Berlin from 1.5 years, I think. And I'm here to keep practicing English and improving every day. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, who else would like to introduce themselves?
Hello. My name is David. I live in Spain. I Berlin last summer when I was finding some way to learn or to improve my English. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, great. Nice to meet you, David.
Hello.
Okay, and who else? Who else would like to introduce themselves?
Yes, my name is Huyền. I'm from Vietnam. Nice to meet you all.
Great, nice to meet you, Huen. Okay, and Nguyen, have you introduced yourself?
Hello, you guys. My name Đinh. I'm from Vietnam, the same Huyền. I live in Da Nang City. My city have a beautiful beach. Welcome, everybody, come to Vietnam.
All right, great. Thank you so much. And I think we have one. I think we have one new student just joining. Alexis, could you tell us your name and what country you are in right now?
Okay, hello everybody. I'm Alexis, and I'm from Taiwan. Yeah.
Taiwan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello.
Great. Well, it's so nice to meet all of you. It seems like we have people from a lot of different countries, and I'm very excited to be here with all of you. So today, what we're going to talk about is the United States elections. So we just had our presidential election in November, and I would like to tell you guys a little bit about how elections work in the United States and give you some vocabulary to help you work on your political knowledge. So that's what we're going to talk about today. If you just give me one moment, I need to figure out how to share something on my screen with you. So I'm going to do something for a second. Okay. All right. Good. Okay.
Hello.
So I'm going to share an image with you. Hopefully this will work.
White House, right?
Okay. Good. So can you see this image, all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what is this?
My house.
Good. This is the White House.
The White House. The White House.
Good. This is the White House.
Yeah.
And who lives here?
Mr. Obama.
Obama.
Good. Obama lives here. Okay. And who is Obama? What does he do? And who is Obama? What does he do?
President American.
President.
Oh, the Mexico.
Who is Obama? What does he do? Hold on, it's echoing for a second. Hold on, it's echoing for a second. Okay. Good. So, did you guys just hear an echo, or was it okay?
I
Right
hear.
now it's
I
okay.
hear.
I'm fine.
I
I
thought.
heard an echo, yeah.
Okay, good. So, tell me. Sorry, 1 minute. All right, can you see this picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Barack Obama. What do you know about Barack Obama? He's the president. What else? What else do you know about him?
The first black president in America, in the United States.
Okay, good job, Ron. Yeah, he's the first black president in America. Okay, good. What else?
His previous job was a lawyer.
Good. His previous job was a lawyer. So before he was president, he was a lawyer. Great.
It seems that he's the president number 44, I think.
Yeah, I think Probably. I trust you. Okay, so he's the 44th president of the United States. Okay,
He's a
great.
Democrat. Democrat.
Good. Okay, he's a Democrat. This is an important word. He's a Democrat. So does that mean that he's politically on the left or on the right?
On the left.
Okay, good. So because he's a Democrat, it means he's on the left. I think someone might have a lot of background noise in their room. Make sure to keep your room as quiet as you can, so that it's not loud for everyone. Okay, good. So he's a Democrat. He's on the left. Do you know another word that we use to describe being on the left?
Oh, I don't remember, but blue and white states means something about Democrats and Republicans. I don't know what exactly is for each one.
Okay, perfect. Good. So we use the color blue to represent the Democratic Party. So Democrats are on the left, and their color is blue. So good. So we actually label we refer to some of our states in the United States as red states and blue states. So the blue states are the ones who vote Democrat, and the red states are the ones who vote Republican. So good. Okay, so Barack Obama is a Democrat. He's on the left politically, and we use the color blue to represent the Democratic Party. Okay, what else? Anything else about Barack Obama?
Yeah, he used to be the governor of Pennsylvania, I guess.
His hometown from Kenya.
Yeah. So
Right.
he's yes, good. Okay, so we know a lot about Barack Obama. That's good. So one other word that I want to tell you is that we use to refer to political candidates is this word. I'm typing it in the chat right now. Is liberal. So liberal means on the left. It means someone is on the left politically. So liberal is a very good vocabulary word when we're talking about political candidates. So we would say that the Democrats are liberal. And how about the other political party? What's the other political party in the United States?
The Republican.
Good, the Republican Party. Perfect. So the Republican Party, and is that party on the left or on the right?
On the right.
Good, excellent. So the Republican Party is on the right. This is
How many parties are there in United States?
So the United States operates on what we call a two-party system. We have two political parties that are important.
Mitt Romney.
This is Mitt Romney, who is the candidate for the Republican Party. So Mitt Romney was the Republican candidate. Yasin, I cannot. Oh yes, I can see your icon, but you have no video, but you should have audio. So if you speak right now, I should be able to hear you. So you can feel free to speak, and I think we should be able to hear you. Okay, so this is Mitt Romney. He's the Republican. He was the Republican candidate for president. Basically, in the United States, we have two political parties. We have the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. So we have one party on the left, and we have one party on the right. We have other parties that are called third parties, but these parties are smaller. So, for instance, we have the Green Party. The Green Party is one third party that sometimes has presidential candidates. But in the United States, we have two major political parties, Democrat and Republican. So continuing with the Republican Party, this is the party that's on the right, like we said. Do you know the word that we use to describe being on the right politically?
Conservative.
Perfect. Okay, conservative. That's exactly what I wanted. Conservative. So Mitt Romney is the Republican candidate, and he is conservative. So very well done. Trying to figure out. Someone has some kind of background noise, but I'm not sure who it is. Anyway, we'll continue on. I think it's fine for the moment. So we have these two parties in the United States, and right now we're going to do an activity to see which political party you would be in or you would vote if you were in the United States. So I brought this quiz for you guys. It's called Are You a Republican or a Democrat? And it has a series of questions that ask you about your political opinions. And so if you have a piece of paper with you, you can answer some of these questions on your own, and you can add up your points that you get from each question. And at the end, it will tell you whether you are a Republican or a Democrat in the American political system. So if you guys would like, we can do this quiz together. I would like you each to read a statement out loud to practice your pronunciation. And that way we can all follow along. And if you would like, you can answer the questions on a spare piece of paper if you have a piece of paper at home. Okay? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yes,
Awesome.
it's good.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
I think I can speak. Yasin is speaking.
Oh, yes. Good. Yasin, yes, I can hear you. Good.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
All right. So, so Yasin, would you like to read the first statement out loud for everyone?
Okay. A strong military is very important.
Perfect.
I think
Okay.
yes, it is.
Okay, so each of you individually, if you believe that a strong military is very important, you
Okay.
can choose yes, and you get 1 point. If not, you can choose no, that's 0 points. So each of you sitting at home, if you would like to record your opinions privately, you can do that. You don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to tell anyone what you answer. And so, okay, good. So who would like to read the next question out loud?
Healthcare for everyone is important, even if I have to help pay for it.
Okay, good. And your name's Tino, right? Is it Tino that just read that? Okay, well, thank you. Okay, so healthcare for everyone is important, even if I have to help pay for it. So if you believe that's true, you can choose yes, and if you believe it's not, you can choose no. Okay, who would like to read number 3? Who would like to read number 3?
Okay, I'll do it. High taxes are okay because they help pay for roads, schools, social security.
Okay, good. So yeah, sorry, there are a couple of words in German in parentheses. You can ignore those words unless of course you're German. So high taxes are okay because they help pay for roads, schools, social security, etc. Social security is the name of the American healthcare system that's funded by the government. So social security, that's a good vocabulary word. Social security is government-funded healthcare. Type me in. Government-funded health care. Okay, good. Okay, number 4. Who would like to read number 4?
Okay, number 4.
I can read.
Okay, good.
A woman should be allowed to have an abortion.
Okay, so women should be allowed to have an abortion. So if you believe that's true, you can circle, you can choose yes, or if you believe no, you can choose no, and continue to add up your points. Okay, great. Who would like to read number 5?
I would too.
do it. Oh, okay. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay,
Gays and lesbians should be allowed to marry.
good. Okay. Gays and lesbians should be allowed to marry. Okay, good.
Allowed. Sorry.
No, that's it's good. Okay, so if you believe yes, you have 0. If you believe no, you have 1. Okay, who would like to read number 6?
I would.
Good.
People without jobs should receive money from the government, even if I have to help pay for it.
Perfect. Okay. People without jobs should receive money from the government, even if I have to help pay for it. Okay. So if you believe that, then you choose yes. If not, you choose no. Okay, how about number 7? Who would like to read number 7?
Environmental protection is very important.
Good. Okay, environmental protection is very important. So again, choose yes or no, and keep track of your points. Okay, number 8. Who would like to read number 8?
Okay, number 8. Who would like to read number 8?
The war in Iraq was the right decision.
Okay, good. The war in Iraq was the right decision. So if you believe the war in Iraq was the right decision, you can choose yes. If not, you can choose no. Okay, number 9. Who wants to read number 9?
Number 9. I'll read it.
Okay.
Fighting terrorism is more important than fighting cancer.
Good. Fighting terrorism is more important than fighting cancer. So that basically means we should dedicate our resources to fighting terrorism instead of fighting cancer. Okay. Good. So how about number 10? Who wants to read number 10?
I would like.
Okay, good. Yes.
Marijuana should be legal.
Good. Okay. So if you believe marijuana should be legal, you can choose yes. Number 11. Who wants to read number 11?
Marijuana should be legal. You can choose yes.
Again,
Number 11. Let's read number 11.
the government should have greater control over economic issues. For example, taxes, business, employment, workers' rights.
Good. Okay. The government should have greater control over economic issues like taxes, business, employment, and workers' rights. So again, choose yes or no.
Taxes, business, employment, and workers' rights. Again, choose yes or no.
Okay, number 12. Who would like to read number 12?
Okay, number 12. Who would like to read number 12?
I would, teacher, if no one
Okay.
wants.
Great,
The government should have greater control over moral issues, abortion, religion, sexuality, drugs.
Great. Okay, perfect. So go ahead and choose your answers. Okay. How about number 13?
I'll do.
Okay.
The government gives too much money to poor people.
Good. Okay, you can choose yes. Okay, number 14. Number 14.
I would. My country is more important than other countries in the EU.
Yes, so this document is designed for European students. So you can interpret this to mean my country is more important than other countries in the world. So if you believe that your country is more important than other countries in the world, you can choose yes. Okay. Good. Number 15.
I can read. Immigrants should be allowed to live and work in my country.
Okay. Good. Immigrants should be allowed to live and work in my country. And number 16. Number 16.
I would. The death penalty is an acceptable form of punishment.
Good. Okay. The death penalty is an acceptable form of punishment. And then 1 minute, I'm going to. Okay. So that's the last question. So now you can see at the bottom there's the scoring. So if you have done this quiz at home, you can add up your points and see which political party you would belong to.
I got 8.
I'm a Democrat.
Cool.
Undecided.
Sorry, I'll turn back on the scoring again.
Please.
Democrat. I got Democrat. It's 8 for me.
Okay.
I'm a Democrat.
Or undecided.
That's why Obama win. A lot of Democrats.
Yeah, we have a very democratic class, I guess. Does anyone have questions about vocabulary words in this quiz? Are there any words that you would like an explanation about? Because these are some really great political vocabulary words in these questions.
Everything's fine.
Good. If anyone has any questions at any time about vocabulary or anything, feel free to type it in the chat box on the right-hand side of your screen. So I can write you an answer without stopping the class. So always feel free to ask whatever questions you have, because we want to make sure that everyone gets some good vocabulary practice today. Okay, so is everyone finished with the quiz? Would anyone like any more time?
No, I'm good.
It's okay.
Okay, good. So just to answer that question, that's a German. The answer to the question in the chat is that's a German word. So you can ignore the. Yeah, you can ignore that. This handout was designed for German students, actually. Oh, good question. Okay, what color are the Republicans? So the Republicans are red. Yeah, the Republican Party is red. So I'm going to actually show you. I'm going to show you a map in a minute. I'm just getting the window open.
They also have
And
some animals, but I don't remember. It's in the there is a donkey and an elephant, but I don't remember who represent to everyone.
oh, good job. Okay, does anyone know which animal represents the Democratic Party? Donkey or elephant? Does anyone
I
know?
think it was a donkey.
Yeah, okay, so the donkey, this is great too. Donkey is for the Democratic Party, and the elephant is for the Republican Party.
I think the other way around.
I read something about, but I don't remember very well. There was a president or something. I don't remember that. It seemed that his surname was something similar to Donkey War.
Okay, so yeah, so that's great. This is an interesting story. So in 1828 in the United States, his name was Andrew Jackson.
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson was the Democratic presidential candidate. So I'll write his name in the chat. Andrew Jackson. And his policies were very liberal. So remember this word from before. He was very liberal, and he believed that the people should rule, and we should give power to the people. And a lot of people believed that Andrew Jackson was just a hippie. He was just too liberal. And so a lot of people called him a jackass, which is, it's a kind of like a curse word in English. And because his last name was Jackson, they called him a jackass. So that's an insult. And because they used this insult to refer to him, a jackass is also the name of an animal. So a jackass can just mean a donkey. A jackass is the name of a donkey. And it's also an insult. So because people were insulting Andrew Jackson and calling him a jackass, he became linked with the donkey. And this is part of why we talk about the donkey when we talk about the Democratic Party, because in 1828, people insulted Andrew Jackson and called him a donkey, basically. So that's a funny story in American history, I think.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the story, does anyone know why the elephant is used for the Republican Party?
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't read the Wikipedia.
This is another cool story. So make sure to stop me if you don't understand something. But there was in 1874. In 1874, there was a political cartoon, and so this is a drawing that says something about politics. So this guy named Thomas Nast made this political cartoon in 1874. And what he drew in the cartoon was he drew a donkey, and the donkey was disguised as a lion. So even though it was just a donkey, everybody believed that it was a lion, like a big scary animal. So this donkey that was dressed up as a lion was scaring away everyone, and the only person who was not afraid was the big elephant. So the idea was that the donkey was scaring everyone, but the elephant was not afraid. So Thomas Nast, I think he was a Republican. So he used this elephant to symbolize the power of the Republican Party. And so ever since then, we use the elephant to represent the Republican Party.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for history.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a map.
With a GPS.
This is a map of the election results. So you can see the red states and the blue states. So based on what we talked about, which color states voted for Obama? Which color voted for Obama?
Green.
Blue.
No, blue.
Good. Yeah. So the blue states voted for Obama. And who did the red states vote for?
For Mitt Romney.
Good. So the red states voted for Mitt Romney. And let's see. Is there a way you can't see my mouse pointer? Can you? You can only see the image.
Just the
image.
Okay. So do you know the name of the state that's on the top right corner of the map? This state is the most northeast state in the United States.
Is it Georgia?
I don't know.
Georgia, I think.
No, good guess. Top right is the most northeast state. Anyone? Does anyone know?
It could be. Oh my gosh! Where is my iPhone? I need to see the maps.
Okay. Well, this state is called Maine, and it's a very small state, and it's not a very important state, but it's the state that I'm from. So I was born there.
Woohoo!
So that's why I like Maine.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
So good.
The
So
most
Maine,
beautiful women come from Maine.
Maine is a very beautiful place too. We get a lot of snow in the winter, and people go skiing a lot. So it's a very beautiful state. And so who did Maine vote for in the election? Who did Maine vote for?
Barack Obama.
Good. So Maine voted for Barack Obama. How about Texas? Who did Texas vote for?
Mitt Romney.
Yes, good. Texas, that big red one in the middle in the south, they voted for Mitt Romney. Okay, how about, do you know which state is Colorado? Do you know who Colorado voted for?
No idea.
The blue one.
So it's very interesting. If you look to the left of Texas, and then one state up, so just northwest of Texas, it's a big rectangle. It's just a rectangle state. And that state is Colorado.
Okay.
Is it in the blue or red?
So it's blue.
Uh-huh.
And so Colorado is blue on this map because they voted for Barack Obama. But historically, Colorado has always been a red state. So it's a big thing in the news in the United States that Colorado voted for Obama. This is surprising because we typically expect Colorado to vote for Mitt Romney because they usually vote for Republican candidates.
What have changed then?
What did you say?
What have changed?
Good question. Yeah. What has changed? I think in Colorado, the people are becoming more liberal. So the people are changing. And also, I think Barack Obama has changed a lot of Americans' opinions about politics. So I think it's hard to say, but I think they really just prefer Barack Obama as a candidate. So.
I have a question. How many times a president could be reelected?
Good question. Okay, so well, first of all, do you know how long the presidential term is? Presidential.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, so the presidential term is 4 years
Starting
in the United States.
January 2020.
And So the presidential term is 4 years, and a president can be, oops, there we go. A president can be re-elected once.
Oh,
A president can only be, yes, good, Yasin. They can re-elect the president once. So the most that a president can be president for is 8 years. And the only president who has served for more than 8 years is FDR,
Washington.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
oh,
And he was president during the Great Depression in the United States in the 1930s. And so people really liked him, and they wanted him to continue to support the country in our time of crisis. So he was reelected twice.
Wow.
He was reelected twice, and he served, I think, 10 years maybe, but he died before, or he did not finish his third term. So he was reelected twice, but I think he served a little bit less than 12 years.
Was he murdered or out of some kind of diseases?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt had polio, so he was sick. He was
a
not.
disease.
Yeah, he was. It was a disease. He was sick, so that was why. Okay, good. So yeah, the presidential term is 4 years. You can reelect him twice. Do you know how old someone has to be the president of the United States?
No idea.
28, maybe?
So a presidential
28.
Presidential candidate, I'm writing it in the chat. Presidential candidate must be 35 years old. You have to be 35 to be president. Do you know how old we have to be to vote in the United States?
I think over
I
18.
think.
Yeah, good.
21?
Yeah, it's Americans over 18. Good, Brenda. Yeah, Americans over 18 can vote.
Okay.
But at the age of 18, you can go to shopping alcohol, right? Only you have to.
So
you must be
Americans-
22, 18. I don't know.
Americans must be 21 years old
Oh,
to drink
21.
alcohol.
Weird.
Yeah, Americans must be 21 years old to drink alcohol, and Americans actually, do you know how old we have to be to drive a car?
I think 16.
16?
Yeah, Americans have to be 16 to drive. So it's very weird. We have 16.
Crazy drivers.
Yeah, crazy drivers at 16, then voters at 18, and drinkers at 21. So it happens one by one.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
everything over 18.
Yeah, I think most countries it's more of 18.
18 is the average.
Yeah. So, okay, do you know, how about this? How long does someone need to live in the United States before becoming president? So let's say I'm born in the United States, then I go live in France for 30 years, and then I come back to the United States. I'm a US citizen. How long do I need to live in the United States before I'm allowed to run for president? How many years do I need to live there?
I guess 5.
Good guesses. So it's 14 years it's called naturalization. 14 years of naturalization before you can run for president, which makes sense, right? Because even if I'm American, if I don't live in America, I don't know anything about what Americans want. So you need to be there for 14 years so that you can have an idea of
What's going on with the country?
of what's going on with the country. So, okay, I'm going to show you one more image before the end of class today. Let's see. Find it first. Okay, yeah, that's That's the one I want. And okay. So this is another map of the electoral votes from the election. And this map has the names of the states labeled, so you can see which states are which now. So you can see Colorado is that blue one right near Texas. And so this shows all of the red states and the blue states. Does anyone know anything about the Electoral College in the United States? Do you know why we call them electoral votes?
Because there's the difference between electoral votes and popular votes.
Perfect. Yes, that's great. That's exactly right. So electoral vote versus popular vote is a very important part of American politics. What is popular vote? What does popular vote mean?
I think popular votes are votes of every citizen, every resident of the United States.
Perfect. Yeah. So the popular vote refers to the votes of every citizen. And so if you just take everyone's votes and you put them in a box and you count them, that's the popular vote. Popular means people, right? So the popular vote means just the votes of all the people. So the electoral vote, well, how about this? So then there's another kind of vote called state vote. State vote refers to the votes of each state. So let's say like we're looking at this map. We can see this map right now. State vote would mean counting up the votes of each state. So basically, state vote would be counting the number of red and the number of blue. That's all. Counting the number of red and blue states. Why is that a bad idea? Why should we not choose the election based on the number of red states and number of blue states? Why is that a bad choice?
Because there's some cases, for example, Mitt Romney may win according to popular votes, but he lost in electoral vote.
Okay, good. So basically, if you just take each state, if you just gave each state one vote, and you said, okay, Maine gets one vote and California gets one vote, that makes no sense, right? Because the different states have different populations. Yes. So Maine, my state of Maine, only has like 2 million people, and California has 36 million people. So we need a way that California's choice can count more than Maine's choice, because California has 18 times as many people living there as Maine does. So basically what we do is we give each state electoral votes. And electoral votes are assigned according to population. Mm-hmm. So basically, whoever wins California, so Obama won California, Obama gets all of California's electoral votes. So when he gets 51% of the vote in California, he gets all their votes. He gets all 55 of their electoral votes. So this is a very strange system in the United States, because instead of just counting up everyone's votes, we count up everyone's votes in each state, and then the winner in each state takes all. It's a winner-takes-all system for each state. The winner takes all of that state's votes. So in California, basically it seems like everyone in California voted for Obama, even though that's not really the case. So in our electoral system, the winner takes all the votes in each state, and then we add them up to decide who will be president. So it's kind of a complicated system. Do you know why we use this really stupid system? Do you know why we have electoral votes instead of just counting everyone's votes?
No idea.
It seems really stupid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
in my
just really-
country it's completely different.
Yeah. So it's the reason we use this really strange system is because our founding fathers, our ancestors who founded our country, they believed that people were too stupid to make their own decisions. So they wanted to shield politics from the population who they thought was uneducated and too stupid.
Oh,
So they came up with this electoral college of educated men, and these men, once their state would vote, then they would go and cast their votes for they were representatives of their state, and they would elect the president. So we have always had a representative election system, which is really rare, and I don't think it makes sense. But so the reason we use the Electoral College is because our founding fathers thought that Americans were stupid. So
So how many votes, how many candidates does Maine have? Your state?
how in Maine,
Yes.
we have four.
Four. Okay.
We have 4 electoral votes, and California has 55.
55. Wow. How about Texas? Do you know?
Texas, I'm not sure how many Texas has. It's got to be, I would say 40 something. 40 something. So candidates, it's cool because then candidates focus on different states more. So if I want to run for president, I will focus on California, I'll focus on Texas, I'll focus on New York, and I'll try to get those people to vote for me, because if I win the state of California, I get the whole thing, you know? So different states are more important than other states in political campaigns. So it's something very different about the United States, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for listening.
Very interesting. Indeed.
Very interesting this meeting.
Yeah. So did any of you want to describe briefly how elections work in your country? Does anyone want to explain briefly? Share?
In my country, all are cheaters.
Okay.
I'm from Syria.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Syria.
Yeah,
Syria.
that's
Wow. Nice.
cool.
In Argentina, you must have 16 to vote.
16. Interesting. Okay, 16 to vote.
Yeah, in my country, in El Salvador, you must be 18 to vote, and there are only 2 candidates. You know, it's like in the United States, but it is completely different because all the population go to vote, and you know, if you can defeat your opponent with 1 vote, you know how different you will take everything.
Okay.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah, in my country, people vote for representatives in the parliament, and the parliament will vote for the president and also prime minister.
Okay, interesting. I just heard that the Czech Republic, they have had that system where the parliament chooses the leader. They've had that system for a long time, and then this year is the first year when the Czech Republic is changing their system, and now the people directly elect the president. So it's cool because this year is the first year when the Czech people, my friend is Czech, and she says this is the first year she can vote for president. So I think that's cool.
I also think that our leaders think most of the population was stupid, so you have to go through someone else. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the whole idea of a representative system. Yeah. Okay, well, so this is the end of our hour of class. So I'll hang around for a couple minutes if you have any questions, and otherwise, definitely check the Verbling website. My next lesson is, let's see, I think it's on Monday. I think it's this time of day on Monday, and we'll be watching the Gangnam Style video and talking about the political background of the video.
You specialize in political.
It's very interesting. It's a very political video. So on Monday, I'll be talking about that. And definitely check the Verbling website because I have all my classes posted for this week, and a lot of the other really awesome teachers have their classes posted. So we're very excited to have you guys, and we're really happy that you're trying out our new teaching platform with us. So thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, teacher. Thanks.
Thanks so much.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you so much.
Take care.
Take care. Yeah.
Bye bye.